In the 90s, in France, there was an ad that replaced the world electrical by nuclear. See, at the time, most of the electricity there was generated by nuclear reactors. So, in an effort to reassure the public after the Chernobyl accident, EDF's marketing department thought that it was a great idea to remind everyone that their toaster was in fact a nuclear toaster. Well, in this episode, we will see why it makes just as much sense to say that this video is powered by nuclear fusion, and you are fusion powered too, but we'll get to that in a moment. I made this video in the province of Quebec, Canada, using electricity. Almost 100% of our electricity is generated by hydroelectric dams, which is pretty cool. The water stored in the reservoir behind the dam has potential energy that is converted to kinetic energy when the gates open. That kinetic energy is used to turn a turbine, converting it to mechanical work that a generator uses to make electricity. So you could say that this video is powered by hydroelectricity. But let's take a step back. A dam can't work forever. It needs an influx of water and its potential energy. That energy, of course, is literally falling from the sky in form of rain and snow feeding rivers and lakes and our reservoir. It means that somewhere, solar radiation heated water that evaporated in the atmosphere got colder and rained on us. And that solar radiation was generated by our sun's nuclear fusion as it converts hydrogen into helium. Every second, the sun fuses about 600 million tons of hydrogen, converting about 4 million tons into energy. That is what Einstein's famous equation is all about. A helium atom containing 4 nucleons has a mass about 0.8% less than the total mass of 4 hydrogen nucleons. The energy released is equal to the mass multiplied by the square of the speed of light, which is a big number. What about humans? Are we powered by nuclear fusion? Our energy comes from carbohydrates, fats, and proteins that we need to eat. Whether we eat vegetables directly or the meat of herbivores, those molecules come from plants that gathered energy from photosynthesis. And we are back to solar radiation and fusion. But there's more. Nearly all of your atoms come from stars too. As we have seen, our sun makes helium by fusing hydrogen together. It does also produce trace amounts of heavier elements like carbon, nitrogen, and oxygen. Massive stars produce much more of these. Iron is special in that fusing it does not release energy. When a massive star has converted much of its core into iron, fusion stops because iron fusion absorbs energy rather than releasing it. This leads to a core collapse, often resulting in a supernova, which can produce elements heavier than iron through rapid neutron capture processes. Neutron star mergers can produce heavy elements too. As Carl Sagan beautifully said, we are made of star stuff. We are the children of the stars. When will we have fusion reactors? There are many projects working on fusion reactors. We can mention the International Thermonuclear Experimental Reactor, ITER for short, which involves 35 countries. ITER aims to achieve its first plasma by the mid-2020s and begin deuterium-tritium fusion experiments in the 2030s. The National Ignition Facility in California recently had a breakthrough in achieving a net energy gain from a fusion reaction, which means it could become self-sustaining. In China, the experimental advanced superconducting Tokamak continues to set new records for plasma temperature and duration, and is an important platform for testing technologies relevant to ITER and future reactors. But all in all, commercial fusion reactors are still a few decades away. I hope that you enjoyed this video. See you soon on the Invisible Zebra channel.